people don't know what to keep hidden. People don't know when not to reveal something. So I think if we took more time to really, really get to know a person, there would be better relationships, I feel.
It's like, I feel like personally, some people need restriction though.
Some people,
if they don't have it, they're lost.
They're like Tasmania devil.
They're the worst. Yeah, they're like kids. Like, leave kids alone. And I just feel like some people really need that. In some shape or form, they need it. So like, because everybody's not disciplined. Everybody's not, responsible. Everybody's not accountable for themselves. It's a lot of factors. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way you do it all the time.
Welcome back to another episode of Living Your Truth.
Yes.
My name is Welicia. This is my special black man,
Mike. And definitely got to welcome you guys again. We're super excited about today's topics. Well, today's topics, I should be saying. And yeah, man, we just want to get right into it, to be honest with you. I want to say one thing though before we get into it. Definitely, I want to just say we definitely greatly appreciate you guys' support thus far. This is episode 8. And for us to even get to episode 8, honestly, for us, like, we didn't even realize that we did this many, like, episodes, to be honest. Like, we're just doing it. It feels good,
it comes natural to us.
Yeah, and I just want to, like, give us our flowers, even for getting this far. You know what I'm saying? Just want to tell you that on camera, off the camera, but definitely on the camera for sure. You know what I mean? I appreciate you. And I appreciate you guys, as always, for, like, tuning in. Definitely keep the comments coming, the questions. We love to talk about, but we're going to get into it. All right.
What are you willing to do, or how far are you willing to go for a good man or woman? So this is kind of general, because what is a good man? What is a good woman? Like, I feel like you ask a girl, what's a good man to you? And she'll describe a butler.
That's true. Yeah. Nah, I didn't think about that. I never heard, you talking about like Jeffrey, like from Fresh Prince? Yeah? All right, let me ask you a question. Is something wrong with Jeffrey?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking.
I said, if you ask a woman, what's a good man? She's going to describe a butler.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And if you ask a man, what's a good woman? He might describe a stripper.
That's very true. I guess it just depends on like their taste, taste buds. Right? I mean,
I don't like, this question was given to us. Mm-hmm. Good man, good woman. I don't necessarily like that term, because what is good, what is bad?
Let me ask you a question. What is a good woman?
Me.
Okay. What is like? No, I listen. I agree with you, but I'm asking like, what? So
what categorizes somebody as that's the question.
Yeah.
That's another question on top of the question.
But we're gonna get to the end though. We're gonna get to where we need to get to.
I hope so.
Now we would. Ideally, if you had to say, what is a good woman? In most
you
eyes.
You kind of do that. You hit me there. I feel like a good woman is a woman who is respectful.
Okay. That's number one for sure.
That's number one. A good woman is submissive.
Okay.
A good woman
no testosterone whatsoever.
No.
Low testosterone.
You from the zone wrong, okay? You better relax.
I'm relax. I like mine with a little sazon. You know what I mean? No, go ahead.
A good woman is attentive, respectful, submissive, and just overall knows her role, I'll say. Yeah. Without getting too like, I say those things are fundamental.
Okay. I like that. I could agree with that too.
Respectful, attentive, and submissive.
Those are 3. Yeah. That's a woman. When I just hear those 3 terms, automatically I'm like, that's a woman. Can't be no man. Can't be no in between, nothing.
Right. It's like...
Yeah. That's like the perfect combination. Now, everything else is like icing on the cake. You know what I mean?
What is a good man?
Slow down now, sweetheart.
I gotta ask, because you know we're outside of the question, but now we throw little sprinkles
Nah,
around.
we throw a little sprinkles because I feel like we get more of the question answered. I feel when you ask it just a little bit different ways, and then that's our personal opinion. So I think with a man, I feel like a man has to be a leader.
Okay.
Not a boss, a leader.
Okay.
Right. Respectful.
Okay.
And I would say the man also
should be what?
He should be. Hold on, you stumping me right here.
Yeah,
I have different thoughts in my mind. That's what it is. Cause I would have said confident. I think the confident.
A good man. Is confident.
100%.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have to be confident to lead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or even be, or convince somebody that you should be leading, if that makes sense. Which should be the woman feeling that way about them.
Okay.
I'm gonna say responsible. I said responsible?
No, you didn't.
Responsible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
what was the 3? Lead.
You said he should be a leader. He should be confident.
Responsible and confident. Yeah.
And you said respectful too.
Oh, so I threw out a 4th one. Can I leave that in there?
Yeah, that's fine. Right, cool. It's whatever it is to you. Now,
yeah.
What are you willing to do, or how far are you willing to go for a good woman?
Are you crazy? I'm going out my way. What do you mean? I'm clearing everything. Everything gotta go. I almost didn't have no calendar. Everything gotta go. Let me tell you why. Because I feel like when you meet the good woman, she makes you feel like you gotta go out your way. Mm-hmm. Like you really make me feel like I gotta go out my way. And it's natural. It's not that you're telling me to do this. I'm just saying naturally I have this battery in my back that nobody can really see, but I can feel it. Okay. So that's the motor that get me going every day. If that makes sense.
I like that.
You do?
I do.
I mean it from my heart, so that's why I'm just bringing it up.
And you've said it in so many different ways before. That's how I know it's real. Okay. Like, I can ask you any question 5 different ways. Mm-hmm. You're going to give the same answer, but 5 different ways. Oh, that's how I know you're a genuine person, because a person that doesn't mean what they say is going to say different things all the time and not even notice that they're switching their answers. And the person asking is like, I asked you this 5 times. You gave me 5 different answers.
Right, right.
You're not really who you say you are.
Right, right.
And that's the key, I think.
It's a major key, I feel.
Within everything that, within everything that, thus far, like different scenarios, and you're pretty consistent.
No, I appreciate that. I honestly, I strive to be consistent. So, because I think consistency.
That's such a requirement for me. But let's not get off topic.
No, we're not gonna get off topic. No, but just to piggyback on what you're saying, though, consistency, I feel is a really important part on people, I think feeling something. Right. If that makes sense. You say you're like, oh, I know it's genuine, but it's the consistency that does that to you, that make you feel like that. Like, oh no, this guy, he's definitely like, he's telling the truth. I feel that. You know what I mean? That's the reassurance for you, because I can slice it in so many different ways. Yes. You know what I mean? I can make the same food in different ways. I wish I could cook like you, but I can't. That's another thing. But you get what I'm saying?
How far am I willing to go for a good man? I feel like when you
I need to know.
When you come in contact with good people, a good man, a good woman, I feel like you should do everything that they deserve done.
That's deep.
That goes to say, make sure that this person is really a good person, and just kind of pick up where they leave off. Like, if this person's a good person, if you trust this person, you respect this person, they're a good person, do everything for them. Go all out for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I will go all out for you, because I know you. I know that you're a good person. I know that you're a good man. I don't think there should be any limitations. Like, I won't do this for you. I won't. Whatever you need me to do, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. I feel that though.
Because I don't think that you would have me do anything crazy. So,
I would never have you do something I wouldn't do.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Anything I ever told you, ever, was something I would have did. I would do or I already did.
And that's the respect.
That's just the respect. I would never leave you. Yeah, exactly. All day long. That's the love that we need, you know.
Now, for people, like people that we know, I feel like their answers to this question would be a little bit different because, as we spoke about in previous episodes, like people are naturally scared to continue to put themselves out there. So I feel like a lot of people are at a point in their lives where they're like, oh, I'm not doing nothing for nobody else. And so asking this question generally to, people that watch us and our friends and stuff, their answers might be a little different. For the ones who really, really know themselves and are at a point where they're like, you know what, for the right person, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I like that. I like to hear that because I know that they mean it.
100%.
Because it's like, if I get the right person or if I get I'm ducking off. I'm really, and I like that. I like the people that still have hope.
Yeah, for the love.
I feel kind of sad for the people who are at a point where they're like, I'm not doing anything else for anybody because they threw in the towel.
Yeah,
so
they called it
this
life.
is a really good question because I think it's brought up, here and there, but I don't think people are really thinking about the answer.
Right.
Like some people are just like, just talking. And then there's some people that don't have an answer. And there's some people that just don't want to hear it. Like, oh, nah, I'm not trying to hear that because there's no such thing as a good one. They really have these beliefs at this point of time where they feel like there's no more good men or there's no more good women.
Right.
And it's because they're tired of trying.
Exactly.
So this question was really good.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. A lot of times people, I don't know why they call it. I get it. It's frustrating. But I look at everything like, I think like
anything worth having is worth fighting for.
That's real, man. And it's not going to come easy. I think a lot of times we just think, majority of the time, like, yo, I'm going to find this person tomorrow. Like, and this person may not be here tomorrow. You know what I mean? Well, you may not meet them tomorrow. And sometimes I just think people get impatient. That's really what I think it really is. Like,
they experience too much heartbreak or they've been let down too many times,
Yeah. Because it's women and men letting down good women and good men.
Absolutely.
Like all the time. And
Absolutely.
It's unfortunate because it's just their turn.
Absolutely.
It's you know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like they once was a great man and woman, but then they went sour. Like good girl turned bad, right? What's the Rihanna thing? Good girl. Like that's a real thing. Girls been so good to numerous men. They like, man, it's my time to shine. You know what I mean? And then they run into the good man, they do him in, and they're not really all in. It's it's messed up. It's unfortunate.
It's funny that this ties into the next topic, which is vetting people properly.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of people are not taking the necessary time that they need to get to know a person.
Totally agree.
People meet people all the time and they want what they want so bad and right away that they ignore certain red flags or they ignore certain things that they know they don't like. They just don't say anything.
Right.
And then it creates, a failed relationship because people are not taking time to really know all that they need to know while still getting things that are distracting them from the type of person that they're actually dealing with.
Exactly.
And that's a problem.
And it's crazy. No, it's a huge problem because now that you say that, I'm just thinking about, when you first meet somebody, right? A lot of times we think that we're asking like the right questions. And a lot of times we really not. Usually
I think it's just surface level things.
It's the most surface level things. Because it's not pushy. It's not.
You don't want to. It's like you don't want to say the wrong thing. But see, me, I operate a little different.
I was gonna ask you. I want to ask you a real question.
Okay.
Just thought about it right now. What is it that you ask a man when you meet him?
What's in that bank account? No, I'm just playing.
You wildin'. No, she not playing. She not playing. Yeah. No, I'm playing.
What is the first thing I ask when I meet a man?
Yeah, like what's little tips, right? A woman may want to know. They probably don't know the questions right there. It's talking about it. What is the question? What's 4 questions that for sure you need to know on a first date with a man? What is the 4 questions that a woman should know for sure? Matter of fact, 5. I need 5 right now because I know you got 10.
But that's the thing. So the reason why that's a little hard to answer is because like I wouldn't necessarily go out with a person that I haven't spoken to prior.
Okay. But this is in person talk. This ain't no prior. So this is now you're in front of them.
It depends on what I already know.
Okay. Let's just say you didn't know nothing about them. And, it was like, hey, look, I want to take you out sometime. And you said, all right, we could go out.
Wow, this is interesting.
Yeah.
So if I didn't know anything about him?
You only know what you know on, like, let's just say, so you know them. Mm-hmm. Let's just say you knew them but you didn't really know them. So you don't know if the mom, like they live with their mom. You don't know these things. You just know them, like from seeing them. Maybe I spoke a little bit on Instagram and he was like, yo, let me take you out. What is those 5 questions? You're like, you know what? I'm going to go out with him. Cool. Friday, we going to go out. What is the 5 questions you're asking that man at dinner or whatever?
Wow. I would ask him, wow, I've never been asked this before.
You haven't been with me before. Had to throw that out there.
I would ask him, where does he live?
Okay.
I would ask him what his purpose is.
Okay.
I would ask him about his interests.
Interest in what?
Anything. Like,
just what he's into?
Yeah, like, just like, what are you into? What do you do in your spare time? Interest, like what he's into. I would ask him, maybe I should leave that one out. What did I say? Where does he live? What are his interests? What is his purpose?
Yep.
What is he looking for?
Okay. Like in you, or you just saying in general?
In general.
All right.
Because if he's on a date with me, he's interested. So I don't need to know that. That'll be revealed through time. You did your homework.
That makes sense.
And what's his family dynamic?
Family dynamic. Like what is like mom and dad and stuff? Ooh.
Those are the 5 things I would ask.
That's really key. I like those. I like those questions a lot.
Because where he lives would tell me a lot about
him. About him in some shape or form, for sure.
His purpose. That'll be me asking that.
Is he trying to make it out of any situation he's in?
No, just basically understanding if he's aware of who he is in this world. Because if you don't have a purpose, why are you alive?
Very true.
What was the 3rd one?
Interest.
What is his interest? What is he looking for? Mm-hmm. And about his family.
Dynamic. I like those.
Those are the 5 things I would ask.
Wow, that would get you to the nitty-gritty if he a fit or not.
Absolutely.
Ladies, if y'all didn't hear that, I need y'all to replay that. If y'all didn't, take a little notes. But definitely make sure that you ask those questions. You can ask your own questions in between too, if you didn't have. But these are good general questions that'll really help you get to the nitty-gritty with a man. Faster than it's definitely sooner than later, for sure.
Right.
Like you would know right then after the dinner if he's a fit or not.
Yes.
Like you would know, right?
Absolutely. Okay. Depending on how he or she would answer those questions, you can gauge if they're confident, what type of person they are, if they can articulate themselves well. Did the questions make them uncomfortable? Were they eager to answer the questions? Did they hesitate with answering the questions? Like, it's all about body language and just, reading the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because anybody that's trying to hide something, they don't want you to know where they live. Why are you asking about my family? This is a first date. Like, anybody who has anything to hide is not going to want to answer certain questions. And you should be able to see that. Right then and there.
Yeah, because you're in front of them.
And they shouldn't care about what you're asking, right? Because you're on a date with this person. You're obviously looking to get to know this person in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
So they should expect you to answer some things. Ask certain questions, and they should be prepared to answer them.
If they're there for the right reasons.
If they're there for the right reasons.
That's what's so catchy about this whole thing.
What would you ask?
Because, slow down. Nah, I got you. I'm playing.
What would you ask?
All right, so the 5 questions I'm asking is how long a woman been in a relationship.
Oh God,
And
you
it kind
asked me
of
that.
and it goes together, right? How long they been in a relationship and when was their last relationship? I need to know that.
So is that part
It's
of the
together.
same?
It's kind of the same, yeah. So I usually
Because you
ask it
said
together.
5.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's hear
Now
4
add that
more.
with the one. 4 more, you kind of pushing it, but I'm gonna pull it out. The second one, I definitely need to know, what is it purpose wise why they're here as well. I feel the same way.
Right.
Because I'm here for a purpose and I believe everybody's here for a purpose. So
Right.
definitely purpose matters. Interests, I definitely need to know what they're into because I may not be nowhere near into it. Therefore, they're not going to be a fit for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't even bend a little bit for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, I definitely need to ask them about a relationship with any father figure. It don't have to be their dad, but do they have that?
Do you have a male figure in your life?
Whoever that is. I don't know who it is, but I just want to know that part. And number 5, I need to know like what's the craziest thing that happened to them.
Wow. That's
like whatever they consider
I think
crazy.
I think it's a little bit pushy to ask that on the first date.
No, it was exciting, right? First date should be exciting. So like,
but crazy could be trauma. Crazy
okay.
could be, ooh.
I know. I said whatever they consider crazy. Okay. I don't know what they consider crazy. I just need to know.
I don't think I would have answered that for you.
Well, maybe you wouldn't have.
I damn sure wouldn't have.
I feel like you told me, by the way. I really feel like you told me, yo.
I have no.
But the thing is, there's always more than one crazy. That's the thing.
I told you that?
Yeah, for sure.
No.
I'm not gonna say it on camera, but
I gotta really think back because
yeah, you told me numerous, cover the eyes. You told me numerous things, but that's okay though because I don't
think you asked me though. I think it was just like a free flowing conversation, and I was like, oh yeah, like da 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 da.
I think I asked you. I'm just gonna be honest.
How did you put the question? How did you say? I
just was like, just quick thing. I was just like, so after everything you just said to me, like, what do you think is like the craziest thing that happened to you? Like, and you was like, and you started thinking, and then you told me. We was already talking, so it's like
I really gotta know.
It's one of those things where I pause. No, it's a little. I can't tell you in the air because it's gonna pick up. You done got caught. Yeah, you done got caught just a little bit.
So think about, try not to make it interview style, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, you want to be there for the person that you're interested in.
I think of it more like a trivia. That's how I look at it.
Right, but some people are not as forward. So that's why I said try not to make it like interview style. Remain comfortable, but ask whatever you're looking to avoid in a person.
Right, yeah.
Or you're definitely curious about, it has to make sense. I think we need to spend a lot more time talking before getting to anything else because people can't, like I always say, people can't hide themselves.
You love that line.
It's true. People don't know what to keep hidden. People don't know when not to reveal something. So I think if we took more time to really, really get to know a person, there would be better relationships, I feel. Because ultimately people, hide things or, they leave certain things out because they're looking to appear a certain way. And then it's bad for the person months down the line when you're revealing things that this person never knew about you. It's a waste of time. It causes heartache on the person that's being led on or misled. Mm-hmm. I feel like more people should just take the time. Now, I say that, with a grain of salt because there's a lot of people who just want to do hanky-panky, whatever. People just like, you know what? Let's skip the talking stage. Let's just get right to it. There's some people like that and that's okay. But what happens sometimes is that, just jumping right to it can cause you to feel or think you feel things that you don't feel.
Right.
Sex can supersede your emotions.
Cloud your judgment.
It can cloud your judgment. So, I feel like the best way to go about, finding your person, your partner, friendships, whatever, is to just, make sure that person is aligned with you. We have to stop trying to force people to be what we want them to be and just allow them to be themselves. because when people feel like they have to hide things, they're going to do it to get what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Once they have what they want, the real them
They out like a
comes
thief in the
out.
night.
And it sucks because, you know, we shouldn't make people feel bad about being themselves. Like, allow people to be who they show up as.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, figure out if it's a fit for you based
Yeah.
on what they're telling you. Don't make them feel bad about what they're saying, because then they're going to feel like, oh, yeah, well, this is something I can't talk about. Let me not talk about other things too, because this could be a problem.
Close them out.
People have to feel comfortable enough to disclose who they are, judgment free.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, you know, our acquaintances, the people that we grew up with, we're all so judgy and selfish. You know, we don't want this person to do this. Oh, I don't do that, so why do you do that? Let people be themselves, you know?
I agree. Meet them where they at.
And if it's not something that goes against you, like morally, don't worry about it. Like, just let them be themselves. Like, allow people to change on their own for them. Not, oh, because we're dating now, or we're talking now, or we're together now, I don't want you to do this, I don't want you to do that. That's not good.
No.
Wow, that brings us into the next. Ooh, child.
Oh, man.
Relationships have failed or are failing due to restrictions.
That's very true. I mean, ideally, I think mainly because the man.
Or woman.
But I feel like when the man, I'm speaking on the man's behalf, when the man's being restricted, and don't get me wrong, I feel like, you know what's so crazy? This question is really good, because restriction is like, I feel like personally, some people need restriction though.
Some people need it.
If they don't have it, they're lost.
They're like Tasmania devil.
They're the worst. Yeah, they're like kids. Like, leave kids alone. And I just feel like some people really need that. In some shape or form, they need it. So like, because everybody's not disciplined. Everybody's not, you know, responsible. Everybody's not accountable for themselves. It's a lot of factors, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That people, and I'm going to just use men because I know usually restriction, you're real big on not restricting a man.
Right.
Right? So ideally, what I'm saying is, depending on the man you not restricting, oh, this could get really crazy. It can get way out of line where it gets disrespectful. It could get bad because he don't restrict himself from anything.
Right. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Maybe we should kind of categorize this. For the women that want, what do you consider yourself? Alpha or Sigma? For the women that want Alpha or the Sigmas,
yeah.
Listen, don't restrict that man.
Yeah.
Now, there's certain people.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
There's certain people in this, like you said, there's certain people in this world that need restriction. But I feel like, you know, a lot of relationships are becoming toxic or are toxic because, you know, there's certain things that you can't do in front of your partner that you would do in front of your friend. You know, it gets really, really crazy. Like, it's
Definitely.
like, back to the previous episodes, it's like you got to be 3 different ways. With your girl, with your friends, with your family.
Right.
And that is restriction. If you are unable to do the things that you want to do with every group of people, if you can't do that, you're kind of living a double, triple life.
Right.
And it's uncomfortable because, you know, you kind of have to like tiptoe, walk on eggshells instead of just being able to be yourself. And everybody's like, oh yeah, like, yeah, that's just Mike. Like,
right.
That's what he do. And everybody just accepts it versus, oh, why is he doing this? Or, oh, does he do this in front of his girl? Does he do this in front of his mom? Or
yeah, that's not ideal.
That's not ideal. And I feel like most men, and I know I'll probably become like a meme or something. I hope not. Most men, I feel like if most men had the option to do whatever they want to do,
oh wow,
they probably wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, it's like a slippery slope. Yeah.
Now, there's some men, I ain't gonna lie, that's going to take that time to run amok, but after a while, it's gonna get boring because it's like, yo, I could do that anytime. I don't want to do this anymore.
It's simply like if your mom allowed you a little freedom, you feel like, man, I'm gonna be home at 6.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna be home at 7.
Exactly.
Like, she ain't call me. Ma, you cook?
That's right.
What you doing? You call on the way home.
Let me check is good.
You know, it becomes a little like that, like, you know, and that philosophy, I think it works for men and women. You know, I mean, in relationships, I feel like it can really work because, you know, nobody nobody wants to
feel like they're in jail.
Nobody want to feel like they got another parent.
Right.
We grown. That's kind of weird. Like, I feel like I'm dodging. Like, that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? So it's like we're grown. Let's treat each other. Let's have that respect for each other, with or without each other. We're a reflection of each other. Let's make sure like we have that mutual respect, and whether or not we're around each other.
I think it starts with being selfless.
Always. Of course it starts with that.
Because ultimately, you know, there's people who are like, I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do that. You know, and like you said, it gives parent. It's like, you cannot tell somebody, I love you. I care about you. And then say, oh, but don't do this because we're together. That's restriction.
No, of course. Of course.
Now, like you said, there are some people who need to be restricted. But then there are some people who deserve to live however they want.
Right. And majority of the time, however they want to live, it's the right way. It's not even crazy at all. That's the funny thing.
It's not crazy to people who are
like them. Right.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. They don't live crazy by themselves. They wouldn't be out here. Let's just say, perfect example. You wouldn't see me becoming a stripper. Not that there's anything wrong with a stripper. I'm just saying, like, for me,
you always go in left field.
I gotta go left field. Now I gotta go left field because it is left field. I'm just saying, like,
okay,
like you would never see me align with something
that you're not.
That I'm just not. That's basically what I'm just saying. Like, you would never see me do that. So that's long story short what it is. So more people should just be less restricted. You know, some people don't need to be restricted. Some people do.
Live the way you want to live. You know, however that looks like. Mm-hmm. Allow your person to live the way they want to live, you know, and, you know, I'll speak for us. Mm-hmm. Like, I want you to live the way you want to live if you weren't with me. And that's because your life shouldn't stop because you're with me. Like, oh yeah, I'm with Welicia now. I can't do this. I can't do it. Because if you wasn't with me, or if I didn't see you, or if I didn't know, you'd do it anyway.
Right.
And it's not like you're just got a whole list of things. Oh yeah, let me do this. You got a checklist.
Yeah.
But I personally feel like, you know, the type of man that you are, you deserve to live how you want to live because of who you created yourself to be.
That makes sense.
Like, I don't believe in restricting somebody like you because you're successful. You know, you're a great person. You know, you're smart. Like, you being restricted, you'd miss out on so many opportunities. Like, if you couldn't be yourself anymore because of being with me,
it would hurt my heart.
It would hurt your life.
That hurt my heart.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about my heart.
I know how you feel about your heart.
So when it's heavy on it, yeah, that would bother me. That's why I wouldn't work over time. Like, if I couldn't be myself, it wouldn't work over time.
And it's because I understand who you are. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some guys that are, listen, most guys, nobody ain't you, but there's some guys who might be just as successful and their woman might feel that way about them. Don't restrict them. Let that man do whatever he needs to do, you know? And if he is the man, you won't even know anything that he's doing.
That's true, because the respect is there.
You won't need to know what you don't need to know.
Right. Exactly. We're going to leave it on that note. We can leave it on that note. It's not necessary to say to that, to be honest.
And that's just that on that. Like,
that's it. I'm right with you. I agree with everything. That's just leave it on that note. That's amazing, honestly. Ladies, gentlemen, kings and queens, this is another episode. We appreciate you. If you love the discussion, please like, comment, subscribe, share with friends and family. We love to hear you guys' feedback, hear your new questions so we can talk about it. But whatever you do, if you don't do anything tonight, make sure you don't let nobody ruin your night or your day.
You switched up on me.
I did. I said night. But make sure you don't let nobody ruin your day. I'm going to leave you on that note. Y'all hilarious. Jackson like Janet, baby, lay out on this beach. Yeah, that ass right gon' tenant. Yeah, that ass right gon' dying. I'ma need a rider. Show you what it is. Tell me what it's gon' be. 2-seater drive.